Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode, the Horror Movie Review with Daniel Richardson. And tonight we're going to be reviewing. It's a fallback. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta listen to like the review, and unfortunately, I couldn't get a hold of a movie I was wanting to do, and so I just kind of I'm doing All Cheerleaders Die. Yeah, not that thrilled about it. When I fall back and don't have a backup plan, I just go through the collection and I start at the A's. I've done it once before with the Abominable Dr. Fives. Like, I love the Dr. Fives, about, that's what I did with that one. And so this one's next in line. So yeah, we'll get to that review. So anyway, before we do that, let's get to some horror movie news. It was announced this week that The Craft, and actually it's called The Craft Legacy. When I wrote this down, it was just The Craft, but now it's entitled The Craft Legacy. It's going to be coming out, this month on video on demand. And trailers dropped. I haven't watched it yet. I'll be honest, I could care less. I did hear, I guess it's no longer going to be a reboot, like they were saying. I mean, it kind of still is, technically. The technical term, or the technical definition of a reboot is to restart the series. So a sequel can do that. I mean, but anyways, I guess it's going to be a reboot. A sequel of sorts. I just don't care. It looks too glossy and nice. Like, I don't know. The picture that I see, it just looks, I don't know. Same problem I have All Cheerleaders Die, and I'll get to that later, I guess. But I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. Apparently, I guess Blade Disgusting is going to get their own little TV thing going. It's Blade Disgusting TV. Check their website for details. But they're kind of getting into the, I guess for this month only, you can find a lot of horror films over there. So I gotta say, if you're a horror movie fan, this is the ultimate month as far as streaming goes, because all the other streaming services are really jam-packed and stuff. I know Hulu does their Huluween. I don't know if Netflix does anything really out there special. They got a new shitty Adam Sandler movie coming out, but that's about it. But I know like Shudder, they're really kicking into high gear, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And then of course, a lot of the streaming services, or a lot of the other, the newer ones, they're kind of loading their shit up with horror films as well, and so there's just another alternative right here. So, and I can't remember anything off the top of my head, but I remember they got a pretty decent list. Like, the selection isn't bad actually. So, Blade Disgusting TV, check it out. Speaking of reboots and remakes, apparently Blumhouse, who is just dominating it right now, they're going to be remaking Firestarter, Stephen King classic with Drew Barrymore in it. The original had Drew Barrymore in it. And this one is going to have Zac Efron, which I love Zac Efron. I don't know if anybody else out there does. I don't know if he's big in the horror community. I don't know. I personally like Zac Efron. I think he's a fun actor. Loved him in Neighbors, and I know I'm blanking on something else he was in. Oh, Baywatch, which everybody kind of shit on, but I fucking loved it because I like The Rock too. So anyways, so he's going to be in it. I got to assume he's going to play the David Keith character, right? Like, he's going to play the Drew Barrymore dad, right? He couldn't play the assassin. It'd be interesting to see him play the assassin, but I don't think he will be. I think he's going to play the dad, but they haven't said anything yet. So speaking of Shudder, they have launched they launched it back in September. Their 61 days of Halloween or whatever, they have their Ghoul Log, which anybody who's familiar with like those DVDs, or some channels do it where it's just like during Christmas time they'll have the Yule Log, where it's just basically a fireplace that's just on, crackling. Like, I've never personally got that at all. I feel like the only time I would ever turn that on if I was having some kind of Christmas party. But I don't host Christmas parties, so clearly I'm not going to turn it on. I have an uncle who will claim that he can feel the heat coming from the TV. I shit you not. He's just like, I know it sounds crazy, and he's like, I know it's fake, but like when I walk up to the TV and I'm in front of the TV and I can see that fire, I can feel the fire. I'm like, that's insane. So Shudder's doing it. Apparently it did it last year too. They've been doing it for a while now. I guess I don't know how long Shudder's been actively up and running, but they do the Ghoul Log, and I guess they got a couple of different ones. They got Ghoul Log, Son of Ghoul Log, and they got Sam from Trick or Treat's Jack-o'-lantern. And apparently, I guess like every now and then something weird may happen in any of these three things. But go over on Shudder to check it out. I feel like same thing. If I'm throwing a Halloween party, I would have it playing in the background, but that's about it for me. And finally, the company Cavity Colors is releasing some official, not bootleg, not knockoff, not unlicensed, but official Phantasm merchandise. T-shirts, posters, whatever like. Check it out. Yeah, that's all I got as far as horror movie news goes. Now, this weekend we do have a couple of new releases coming out to theaters or drive-ins, or I'm guessing they probably have a little bit of video on demand as well. I don't know, but we got a couple new releases coming out. Up first, it's Possessor Uncut. The basic premise here is this woman works for this like top secret government agency, and they have the technology to basically take her consciousness and put it in someone else's brain, and she can move them around and everything. And of course, they are in the business of assassination. They take out political leaders or other assassins, and I don't know, just whoever the fuck assassins assassinate. That's what they do here. I'll be honest with you, the premise I don't really give a shit about. I think it's just like, didn't we just do this movie with Vin Diesel like earlier in the year before COVID hit with like Bloodshot or something like that? And I feel like Surrogates was kind of like that. I didn't watch Surrogates either, but I feel like I get the same kind of vibe. But the only thing about this that I'm going to give props to is it's directed by Brandon Cronenberg, who is the son of David Cronenberg. I've seen a couple of Brandon's movies. I saw, Viral or Antiviral. I know I saw another one. I can't remember what it was now. But anyways, I dig his style. And so that's the only kind of saving grace here. And from what I've gathered, I haven't really looked into the reviews, but I've seen headlines. I guess this is a fucking gory-ass motherfucking movie. So if you're a gore hound, and I'm sure he'll deliver the goods. He seems like a smart filmmaker, and even though it does seem kind of like a pedestrian type storyline, at least to me, he may shock us and surprise us all. So there you go. And then the other movie, it's 12-Hour Shift. Sorry, I had to glance out my cheat sheet there for a second. 12-Hour Shift I can never pronounce her last name. Is it Angela Bettis? She was in May. She played May in the movie May. Also The Woman. And she did a couple other things. She's really great. I love her. Anyways, she plays this nurse at this hospital, and her cousin happens to be like some kind of drug addict or something. And anyway, she gets herself in trouble with these drug dealers, and because she's running like organs like on the black market or some shit, and a kidney goes missing. Then you gotta get a kidney, and I don't know why, but bodies are piled up. Kind of a horror comedy here, where Angela Bettis is kind of helping out her drug addict cousin, trying to find a kidney, I guess, to give to these crime lords. Also, has David Arquette. His name was predominantly put on the IMDb page, but the trailer he's only in for like a second or two, so I don't know how big of a role he's actually going to have in this. I'd check it out. I wouldn't go on my way to watch it, but if it somehow found its way to me, and I happened to flip through and caught it, I'd check it out. I don't know. I like her. I like the actress. Movie itself seems, storyline-wise, it seems a little bit more original and fun than the Possessor Uncut, but I don't know. It does seem like it's also this kind of lightweight fluff that you'll probably forget about within a year's time. So, not to be a dick, but it just seems like it's just kind of like what my opinion is of it. So, anyways, let's now head back to 2013 and review a movie called All Cheerleaders Die. I remember this trailer came out. I wasn't too keen on it, but it looked kind of interesting, and my girlfriend wanted to watch it, so we bought it actually. I can't remember if we rented or bought it first. I think maybe we rented it actually. Maybe we rented it first, and she really liked it. I wasn't huge on it, and then we found it at like Dollar Tree of all places, and we bought it. And so here we are now, and I didn't watch it the second time we bought it, but then then I decided to review it, and I was like, all right, let me dust it off and check it out. Maybe my opinion will change a bit on it. The main storyline here is this girl, kind of a outcast slightly, joins a cheerleading squad, and her plan is to take down the high school football captain. He's like the king of high school or whatever. However, shit goes awry, and it gets all supernatural, and she still got taken down, but now the stakes have risen even higher than before. This is directed by Lucky McKee, which I mentioned two of his movies earlier. Didn't even mean to do that. That was just unintentional. He directed May and The Woman. Now he's done other stuff. I honestly haven't seen anything else he's done. I actually looked into it to see what else has he done. I've watched it. I haven't seen anything else. But I love those two movies, May and The Woman. And so I didn't go into this movie knowing that though. I just went to this movie blind, so it's not like I had any kind of expectation. And I don't know. The movie itself just seems so fucking sanitized. I don't know. It feels like I'm watching something from Freeform. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it definitely has the gore factor, and there is a shot of titties here and there, but it's just I don't know. I feel like I'm watching something that's just catering to teenage girls. It's just really, and on the other side of that, I don't want to turn this into a weird anti-sexist rant or whatever, or sexist rant or anything like that. Because we mentioned The Craft earlier, and I love The Craft, the first Craft movie. I think it's great. That had a new agenda though. I can really get in on that one because I know what it's like to be either a new kid in school, or B, just a social outcast in general. Whereas these are all beautiful, popular cheerleaders, and it's just and then the other side of that is the male characters are all football players, and it's just I don't give a fuck about any of these people. They don't endear themselves to the crowd or the audience watching at home. And it's very, like I said, it reminds me of watching something on Freeform. It's just a bunch of bratty little fucking bitches running around going, "What's going on, bitches? Hi!" I'm just I hate people like that anyways, and it's just amped up to a different level on this altogether. With that said, there are a few fun surprises. I love the opening scene. I love, without giving anything away, right before the title card comes up, I love that scene. Which is just kind of I wasn't expecting that shit. And I kind of like the idea, like I said, this movie, it reminds me of an origin story, like a superhero origin story in a way. I kind of feel like this could have been the first part of I don't know, a group of supernatural cheerleaders taking out evil. And I would be okay with that, but I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's want to go that direction. I don't know, they kind of, I won't give anything away. Sorry. Well, I don't want to spoil this for people who haven't seen it yet. But anyways, I do there's the main guy does come off very villainous and evil and sleazy, and he's a football player, has that frat boy look, and of course, it's no secret. Right off the bat, you can just tell this dude's probably some kind of date rapist, and then it kind of comes true. But what I really liked about his character was not only was he preying on and assaulting these girls, but when he starts to, because the girls, what happened to the girls is they all have this this is in the trailer, so I'm not giving anything away here. They have this near-death experience, and not just near-death, they actually fucking die. However, this witch in the group, who is the sister of the kid from what's his name, Cody Smith Fee, the kid from Let Me In The Road, his sister. And as soon as I read that it was his sister, I was like, oh my god, they do look so similar. It looks like it could be Cody, in drag or whatever. But anyway, she brings him back with these stones. But then, of course, this football player is trying to kill these cheerleaders, and he's trying to take the stones. And when he attacks them, it's very uncomfortable to watch. It's almost like you're watching another rape scene in a way, because like I said, it's not a rape scene, but he is trying to steal. He's taking these stones from him, but the way they play out, the way he holds them down, the way they're struggling and crying, it really is holy shit, they're really hammering that home. And I like that. I thought that was a really cool little twist to it. I really dug that kind of double-sided thing there, or layered implication there. Yeah, but like I said, I don't know, overall, it just kind of left me going, yeah, I mean, most horror movies do this, so I'm not giving anything away here. It does kind of leave it open for a sequel, and even the title credit at the end title credit, when it comes up, All Cheerleaders Die, you get this little subtitle. It's All Cheerleaders Die, Part 1. I'm ooh, they're threatening a sequel. And to my knowledge, it hasn't happened yet. The interesting thing here is Lucky McKee, this is actually a remake, and I didn't realize this, of a movie he already did previously. I guess back in 2001, I think. He had his very first film, All Cheerleaders Die, but I guess it was a straight-to-video type thing. And I guess not only was it straight-to-video, no one could watch it. Like literally, people were searching for it, couldn't find it, so he just decided, fuck it, I'll remake it. And so I'm really curious to see how much it changed. I mean, he wrote and directed both of them, and he had a co-writer on both films too. So I'm really just curious how much carries over, or, whatnot. But anyway, that's my review of All Cheerleaders Die. Let me know in the comment section if you've seen it, what you thought about it, if you liked it, why, if you didn't, why as well. Once again, the horror community has many opinions, and I'm open to all of them. I mean, you're wrong if you disagree with me, but I'll still listen. All right, guys, that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.
Oh, shit. Didn't always run, sorry. Hi. Thank you for watching that video. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to our channel. All that good stuff you do right here on YouTube, go ahead and do it. Check out our other videos. Go to our playlist. We got episodes of TPS TV, Journey Through the Dark Side. We got a new show coming out, the horror movie review with Daniel Richardson. This guy. And of course, our short film, Entropy. You can find all that and more right here on YouTube. And then check out, yeah, look at that. All of our social media right there. And we don't just, copy and paste like the same post and put it on all. No, that's ridiculous. 3 different platforms, 3 different posts. I mean, the behind the scenes stuff you see on Twitter will not be the same stuff you see on Instagram. So there you go, right there. So be sure to give us a follow and a like on all that right there. Keep up to date. Have you seen Unspeakable Acts yet? No? Come on. Pick you up the DVD right now. Links over there. Oh, yeah. It's only $7. $3 shipping and handling. And of course, if you've already seen it and you haven't seen the Public Domain Dungeon yet, boom, $5 DVD right there. So 5 S&P as well. Or sorry, 3 S&P as well. So there you go. Do that. And if you got the spare change, you want to hit us up, donate a little bit over here to TPS Productions. Our Patreon is right there. Oh, yeah. So that's all we... Oh, my God, sorry. I'm getting fired, ain't I? Guys, that's all we got. Thank you for watching.